We are back with game number 2. Wildcats took the first one 5-4. First pitch here in game number 2 from Lexi Strasser is a ball 1-0 for the Vikings. Shimabukuro, Doan, Tatum Dow, Brooks, Lowe, Marino, Palmer, McDowell, and Wales. Paulson is behind the plate, but not hitting. And for the Wildcats defensively, first to third, it's Zur, Carpenter, Dwyer, and Brown. Left to right across the outfield, Cruz, Thiessen, and Moyle. Behind the plate is Maya Seaton, and in the circle, Lexi Strasser. An interesting game 1. Plenty of hits, plenty of errors, plenty of cued balls as well. In on the hands, a couple that died as soon as they touched the ground. Down the line and foul. 1-2 the count to Shimabukuro. Not a whole lot of protest from the Vikings bench, so it must have been foul. A little out of my viewpoint. Have to get around the window. That one's outside, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes to the ball game's first hitter. Shimabukuro 1 for 4 in game number 1. That one stays up high, 3-2. That one had some late movement on it downward. Went a little too late on that movement. To short, Brown on the tag, did not get her. That'll be an infield single to start things off for Shimabukuro. And now Doan will stand in. Now batting the pitcher, number 23, Kira Doan. Doan came on in relief in game number 1, tossed just a third of an inning. As Anna Kasner got the start. Struck out 6, walked 4. That one gets to the backstop. It's 1-0. Shimabukuro advances to second on the wild pitch. That one's going to get away from Seaton and out of play. And their base coach for the Vikings making an argument to get Shimabukuro home. But only one base on the out of play. Hadn't quite touched the third base bag yet. +1 from wherever you are. And it's 3-0 from Strasser now. Wind picked up a little bit in between games. A few more jackets out now than there were in game number 1. The hoods are coming up, at least for the Vikings. Reserves, Wildcats as well in the puffier jackets. 3-0 get me over pitches a strike. Now 3-1. All the strike, 3-2. On the ground. Zur is going to take it into the base path. And that'll be a 3U either way you score it. Well, the inning's first out. Now batting the shortstop, number 19, Tatum Dow. Dow stands in with one away after going 0 for 3 in game number 1, wore the collar. And I'm sure she'd like to change that now. First pitch from Strasser, a called strike 0-1. That one's upstairs, 1-1. This will be pitch number 15 of the inning for Strasser. Count moves to 2 balls, 1 strike. Shimabukuro over at third. After a leadoff infield single, hit one towards the hole at short, and not quite in time was the throw. Here's the 2-1, fouled away 2-2 on the inner half of the plate. Chopped foul back to the Wildcats dugout down the third base line. Still something I have to get used to despite being out in the Pacific Northwest for 5 years. Most ball fields on the East Coast are first base is home, third base is away. The logic behind it is that when a player hits a pop-up on the infield or outfield, as this is struck well into center, Thiessen makes the grab, and she will double clutch on the throw. And the Vikings have an early 1-0 lead. Now batting the first baseman, number 24, Dakota Brooks. But again, the logic behind having the home team in the first base dugout is when somebody rolls over or has that swinging bunt, a dribbler, an embarrassing pop-up on the infield, it's easier to get back to the dugout and get away from the spectators being able to see you if you're on the first base side. But of course, it's also the sun is also a factor, and which dugout's going to get the shade, which dugout might get some sun if it's colder. That one's off the mid of Seaton, but no damage done as there's no longer anybody on. To second, Carpenter over to first. That will retire Brooks. To end the inning, the Vikings get 1 run on 1 hit. They lead 1-0. We'll be back after this. 2-0 the count here to Thiessen to start things off. And Thiessen draws the leadoff walk on 4 pitches. Wildcats have their first runner of the ball game. Now batting, the second baseman, number 25, Harley Carpenter. And that's going to be caught just off the ground. Now batting, the right fielder, number 13, Teresa Moyle. Moyle stands in. And that one's going to roll foul. Right back to the mound, snared by Doan, and a pick out of the dirt. Does get the runner at second. For the inning's second out. Now batting, the first baseman, number 19, Matty Zur. Sky to shallow left center. That one drops in. It'll be a line drive in the box score. And Zur's going to move up to second. Time will be called now. Now batting, the catcher, number 16, Alyssa Benthagen. So Matty Zur takes advantage of time not being called. First pitch, he called ball, 1-0. Sky to the left side. Dow is there, and that will end the inning. The Wildcats put a pair on, but are unable to bring anybody across It's 1-0. Vikings lead through 1. Top half of the second inning. Low to get things started for the Vikings. And they lead 1-0. Shimabukuro came around to score. Sack fly from Dow made it 1-0. And they'll check down at third. No, she did not go. So the count is 1-0. On the ground, that'll be a seeing eye single as it shoots past Carpenter. Leadoff hitter aboard for Western. Now batting the third baseman, number 14, Megan Marino. Marino in game 1, 0 for 3 with a run scored. And that one skips past Seaton. Low moves up on the wild pitch. Fouled away on the 2-0. Count now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Strasser finds the outside corner. Fouled away to stay alive there from Marino. Got a good swing on that one. Another foul ball. Marino hanging alive here, putting up a good battle. Another 2-2. This one laced fair down the third base line. Running third, heading for home is Lowe, and it is a stand-up double for Marino. And the Vikings lead it 2-0. Now batting the right fielder, number 5, Mackenzie Palmer. Now Palmer. And in game number 1, 2 for 3 with a run scored. Did not have an RBI as that one misses. It's 1-0. Off the outside corner. 2 balls, no strikes. Strasser already up at 31 pitches through 1+ innings. Fouled away at the plate, 2-1. On the ground is short. Brown fields, throws across for out number 1. But Marino does advance. Run around third and 1 down for the Vikings. Now batting the left fielder, number 9, Torrey McDowell. First pitch to McDowell, a ball. Got past Seaton, but nobody advanced. Skied on the right side. Zer makes the catch in foul territory. And that's out number 2. Now batting the designated player, number 18, Riley Wales. That is over the head of Carpenter. 1 run's going to come around, and the Vikings lead it 3-0. Back to the top of the order for the Vikings. Now batting the second baseman, number 20, Chantel Shimabukuro. Rainey Harris warming up in the Wildcats bullpen. And time will be called as Allison Mitchell is going to go out and have a chat with her starting pitcher. Three runs, excuse me. And now here's the first pitch. Oh, that one is just a bit outside. 1-0. That one came out of the hand awkwardly. Wales moves up on the wild pitch. One 0 is just upstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. Two 0 from Strasser. Swing and a miss from Shimabukuro, and it's 2 balls, 1 strike. Three and 1 the count. 40 pitches, 22 strikes for Strasser so far. 3 runs on 4 hits for the Vikings. In the air, left field. The ball is down. Coming on with the throw is Cruz. Cut off by Dwyer near the circle, and runners on the corners with 2 down. Now batting the pitcher, number 23, Kira Doan. Doan 0 for 1. Grounded back to the pitcher, to Maddie Zur in her first at-bat. Upstairs 1-0. The 1-0. Off the outside, 2 balls, no strikes. That one forced Maya Seaton to kind of scooch over there a little bit. Now the 2-0. On the ground, Zur got it for out number 3. So for the second time in this ball game, Doan will ground out to Maddie Zur. The Vikings, 2 runs on 4 hits. They leave 2 stranded. It's 3-0 Vikings. Maya Seaton will lead things off for the Wildcats here in inning number 2. Doan fires for a ball, 1-0. That one misses, 2-0. The Vikings already with 5 hits through 2 offensive halves. Seaton chases it upstairs, 2-1. Again, that pitch looks so good coming out of a pitcher's hand. And then once it gets to you, it's that uh-oh moment. You realize it's just a bit higher than you thought it was. That one is fouled off and off of the umpire, I think. Looks like it might have gotten that little extra metal on the face mask, designed to protect the ears, and probably a good thing there. Swing and a miss, Seaton down, swinging for out number 1. Now batting, the shortstop, number 23, Sydney Brown. Strike 1 to the Wildcats shortstop. Doan pitching with a 3-run lead here. Chance to be aggressive, go after hitters. 1-1. Fouled back and away, 1-2. Almost looked like a 3/4 swing there from Brown. One ball, 2 strikes. Doan checks the wristband. Winds and delivers. 2-2. Kept close by Paulson behind the plate. Paulson, the only defensive change for the Vikings, just like Seaton behind the plate for the Wildcats. Three and two. In the air to left, fairly deep, but it will be hauled in by McDowell for out number 2. Now batting, the third baseman, number 3, Grace Dwyer. Dwyer in game one wore the collar, 0 for 3. Starts out with a 1-0 count here in game number 2, her first at bat. In the air, right center field, shallow. Catch is made for out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody stranded. We're heading to the top of the third. Vikings lead it 3-0. Top of the third, Strasser back out for the Wildcats. 44 pitches, 24 of them strikes. Tatum now leading things off for the Vikings. And it misses 1-0. Finds the outside corner, a called strike. It's now 1-1. Fouled away. Count 2-2 at the plate here. Another one through the right side. A nice piece of hitting there. That's going to get by Moyle. A long throw in. And the leadoff runner at third for Brooks. Now batting the first baseman, number 24, Dakota Brooks. That's a hit and an error. Inside 1-0. 2 balls, no strikes now. Fly ball gets a run in. Infield playing halfway. As that misses, 3 balls, no strikes. On the ground, Dwyer fields across, out number 1. Check back on the runner at third to keep her close. Now batting the center fielder, number 8, Lauren Lowe. Lowe 2 for 3 in game number 1. 1 for 1, Singleton scored in this one. That one misses 1-0 off the outside corner. Misses in the same spot, 2-0. Good pitch with 2 strikes. Trying to get the hitter to chase, but here it's not quite the case. Can't really entice the hitter to chase that far outside the zone. Does find the black there. It's 2-1. In the air to center. Thiessen makes the catch. Runner breaking from third. The throw, and Seaton not going to be able to handle the bounce. Don't think they would have gotten her anyway, though. Now batting the third baseman, number 14. Megan Marino. First pitch to Marino misses. Now a 4-0 Vikings lead. Allergies getting the better of me here in game 2. Evens the count back at 1-1 with 2 away here in the top of the third. Already 6 hits for the Vikings. May get 1-2 as she goes down after that pitch. Two and two. Wouldn't chase after that one in the dirt. Three and two. Couple Wildcats jumped like that was going to be the end of the inning, but it's a full count. On the ground, knocked down by Strasser, and she'll flip to first to end the inning. One run on one hit, one error. It's 4-0 Vikings when we return. Cruz aboard. A little flare into right center. We have seen plenty of those today. Thiessen squares and pulls back 1-0. Upstairs, 2 balls, no strikes. Three and 0. Thiessen squaring in the last 2 pitches and pulling back. Get me over pitch called a strike, 3-1. And that'll be ball 4. First 2 hitters aboard for Central. Now batting, the second baseman, number 25, Harley Carpenter. Doan checking the wristband. Squaring around in a called strike. Carpenter 0-1. Allison Mitchell opting to maybe play a little small ball here. Try to scratch across a run or two. Carpenter gets the bunt down. Throw over to first. The runners do advance. Now batting, the right fielder, number 13, Teresa Moyle. Doan looks in and delivers. First pitch misses, 1-0. The 1-0 offering. Squaring and not getting the bunt down is Moyle. Count moves to 1-1. The 1-1 offering. Laced through the left side and down. One run will score. They're going to wave the runner from third. And Thiessen never stopping. Pair of RBIs for Moyle. And time called. Now batting, the first baseman, number 19, Maddie Zur. First pitch upstairs and stays there, 1-0. 36 pitches for Doan, 19 of them strikes. The 1-0. That one gets a piece of her. Zur will jog down to first. Now 2 aboard with 1 out. Now batting, the designated player, number 16, Alyssa Benthagen. First pitch misses to Benthagen, 1-0. Here's the 1-0. In the dirt, a nice block, but the runners will advance. Two balls, no strikes. Paulson did a nice job to keep that one at least in front. Didn't let it get into the backstop and rattle around. Right back up the middle. One run's going to score. Zer's going to stop at third. And there will be runners on the corners. Now batting the catcher, number 4, Maya Seaton. So Seaton will come up. There's going to be a meeting of the minds in the circle. 4-3 the score. Action in the Vikings bullpen. It's Sydney Brown again. Did not see her in game 1. Might get a chance here in game 2. Seaton squares, pulls back. Ball 1-0. Runners on the corners, just 1 out. The Wildcats have already pushed across 3 in this inning. Started the inning down 4-0, and now have just cut it to a 1-run differential. On the ground, Olay. That'll be an error. Everybody advances. And now Sydney Brown for the Wildcats will stand in. Now batting the shortstop, number 23, Sydney Brown. I don't think Shimabukuro expected to field that ball. I think she expected one more hop. And it did not happen. To the pitcher, Doan to third, now over to first. And not in time to get Sydney Brown, but they do cut down the lead runner. Now batting the third baseman, number 3, Grace Dwyer. As Dwyer back in for the Wildcats, 0 for 1, flew out to right, back in the second. One misses, 1-0. 44 pitches, 22 strikes for Doan. Right at that 50% mark. Sky to center. Low moving over, and she will have it as she drifts to her right. 4 runs on 3 hits. 1 error, and the Wildcats leave 2 stranded. It's 4-4 as we head to the top of the 4th. So Lexi Strasser's day is done. 4 runs on 6 hits. Rainey Harris will come on in relief. Here in the top of the 4th inning, the right-hander from Omak, Washington. A transfer from Concordia down in Oregon before, well, actually after it closed down. Was a member of the Cavaliers softball team, getting a chance here with the Wildcats. Picked up her first win as a Wildcat last weekend against Puget Sound in the Wildcats' opening game of the season. Starts Palmer 2-0. Palmer 0 for 1 on the afternoon, grounded out to short in her only at-bat. Three and 0. Harris going to do a little groundwork here as Maddie Zer comes over and helps out. Each pitcher a little bit different of a landing, a little bit different stride in the legs. And the 3-0 is in for a strike, 3-1. A jacket coming on now for Sydney Brown as she leaves the Vikings bullpen. She looks ready to go. Three one in for a strike, 3-2. And got her chasing on an outside pitch for out number 1. Now batting, the left fielder, number 9, Tori McDowell. Upstairs, 1-0. Two balls, no strikes. Harris delivers, and that's fouled away, back and out of play. Over towards the baseball field. Harris adjusting her wristband, now toes the rubber. Gets the call out and delivers. Off speed, misses, I'm guessing low. Fouled back at the screen. That'll even it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fouled away again. That one off the hands. And in this weather, that can't feel good. What started as a beautiful 60, now cloudy, probably down around 50. Jacob Thompson back with the gloves and maybe 2 pairs of everything again. Yeah. 1 gone and a 2-2 count. Yeah, okay, so I was right. Yeah, that's ball 4. I thought so. Now batting the designated player, number 18, Riley Wales. Riley Wales will stand in. Outside. In the air, shallow left. It's going to get down. Another dying quail, and we have seen quite a few of those today from everybody. It's back to the top of the Vikings order. Now batting the second baseman, number 20, Chantel Shimabukuro. Shimabukuro 2 for 2, a pair of singles, and has scored a run. That came back in the first inning. Swing and a miss. 0-1 to the Vikings second baseman. Out ahead of that off-speed pitch from Harris. Harris struck out 3 in her first appearance of the season. Only out of this inning was a strikeout. And that one misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Harris checks the wristband, now the 1-1. Floats high, 2-1. Here's the 2-1 offering from the right-hander. Popped up, foul territory, Zur and Seaton. It'll be Seaton that comes down with it. The inning's second out. Now batting, the pitcher, number 23, Kira Doan. Doan 0 for 2. She's grounded out twice to Maddie Zur at first. First pitch from Harris misses. 1 ball, no strikes. Floats an off-speed pitch in there. It's 1-1. Inside, it did not get a piece of her. Count 2-1. Doan moving out of the way of that one. 2 on, 2 outs. Here in the top half of the fourth. It's 4-4. Three and one. It got much chillier here for game 2. The 3-1. Swung on and missed. 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. That's going to be back over the press box. An off-speed pitch there from Harris, fouled away. Doan able to wait on it, get a piece, keep the at-bat alive. The Vikings 4 runs on 7 hits. Defensively, they have 1 error. Central 4 runs, 4 hits, and an error as well. On the ground, left side. Brown fields. Going to be a tough play. And they will not get her. An infield single. Everybody moves up. Now batting the shortstop, number 19, Tatum down. Bases loaded and 2 outs and a chance for the Vikings shortstop. 1 for 2 on the day for Dow. Singled and scored a run back in the third. Two balls, no strikes. The 2-0. Now 3-0. Harris nearing the 30 pitch mark. That last one looked good though. Pitch number 30 for Harris. And ball 4. That'll walk in a run. Now batting the first baseman, number 24, Dakota Brooks. And here's the Vikings' first baseman, Dakota Brooks. And Seaton and Harris having a chit-chat. That'll bring the home plate umpire out to break that mound visit up. Circle visit, rather. No action in the Wildcats bullpen. That one's over for a strike, 1-1. The 1-1 from Harris. Swung on and missed by Brooks. 1-2. Harris one pitch away from getting out of this bases loaded jam. The 1-2. Harris fouled away by Brooks to stay alive. Harris going to that off speed. That's the put away stuff for her. On a line and foul. Down the third baseline, struck well, but not within the chalk. .35 pitches, 17 strikes for Harris. Trying to get out of the inning. Swings. And Seaton will end up on top of the plate for out number 3. That'll do it. One run, 2 hits, no errors, 3 stranded as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Western leads 5-4. Bottom of the 4th inning, Allie Cruz gets things started for Central. 1 for 1 with a run scored. On the ground, a short. And they retire the Wildcats' leadoff hitter on the first pitch of the inning. Back to the top of the order for Thiessen. Now batting, the center fielder, number 20, Allie Thiessen. The Wildcats have already stranded 4. Across 3 1/3, the Vikings have stranded 5. Call the strike 0-1 to start the at-bat. Doan up to 47 pitches, 25 of them strikes. The 0-1. Catches the corner, 0-2. Fouled away off the backstop for Thiessen to stay alive. Bottom of the fourth inning, Vikings leading 5-4. Here is the 0-2 from Doan. Ooh, that one just misses. Paulson with a nice frame job back there. Doesn't get the call. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lined in a left field for a single. Thiessen aboard for the third time. 1 for 1 on the day, drew a pair of walks. Now batting, the second baseman, number 25, Harley Carpenter. Carpenter gonna find a way, hopefully, to move Thiessen over 1, if not 2 bases. 0 for 2 on the day, lined out to third, and grounded out back to the pitcher. That one misses. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Carpenter squares, can't get it down, and they are going to throw out Thiessen at second. Now 2 down in the inning. Wildcats run themselves out of a base runner. The 1-1, weakly lined, diving forward was Marino, and she couldn't hang on. So mark that a single in the scorebook. Now batting, the right fielder, number 13, Teresa Moyle. Hey, that one misses, 1-0. On the ground, a short. On the backhand, not able to field it cleanly. She's going to hold on the throw. Wildcats have 2 aboard now with 2 down. Now batting, the first baseman, number 19, Maddie Zur. First pitch, a called strike. Down and in on the Wildcats' first baseman. Central gets a little help there from the fielding error to keep this inning alive. Here's the 0-1. Misses for a ball, 1-1. The 1-1 offering. In for a strike, 1-2. Doan 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning. Check swing from Zur. Count runs even, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Here in the bottom of the 4th. Three balls, 2 strikes. Count is full. The payoff pitch here from Doan. Checks the wristband. And delivers. Look out, Al. That one caroms off the dugout fencing and kicks into left field. You can start to see a few layers getting added in the Wildcats coaching boxes. Tracy Taney's broken out the gloves and the toque. Can't quite see what Mitchell's got on over there. Same thing, toque and the gloves. Yeah. That wind picks up. It gets a bit chillier on the ground, and that one's going to go 5-hole. The throw to third not going to be in time, and it's a 5-5 ball game. And now the infield's going to get together and have a chat. It has not been a pretty day defensively for anybody. And Doan now should be out of this inning. Back-to-back errors at shortstop. All even here, 5-5. Upstairs, 1-0. On the ground and foul. Been taken on the day, 1 for 2. Singled and brought home a run. Back in the 3rd inning, when the Wildcats put 4 across. Now threatening again here after getting a couple errors defensively and able to tie the game up. Inside, corner 1-2. So again, Doan just 1 strike away from ending this inning. Tenhagen will stay alive, fouling it off the screen. Doan looks into the dugout. Gets the pitch selection. Winds and delivers the 1-2. On the infield, left side. Moving over is Marino, and she'll make the grab for the inning's third out. Central scores 1 run on 2 hits. They're helped along by 2 errors. They leave 2 more stranded. It's 5-5 as we head to the top of the 5th. We'll be right back after this. Top half of the 5th inning, Lauren Lowe stands in. She'll lead things off for the Vikings. Rainey Harris back out for her 2nd inning of work. First pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1. Oh, look out in there. Counts 0-2 as that one was laced off the third base dugout. On the ground. Zerf scoops it up, tags the bag for out number 1. Now batting, the third baseman, number 14, Megan Marino. First pitch a called strike, 0-1 from Harris. One and one. Seaton tried to snap it back. But it was too far outside. Two and one. That one's in off the corner. 3 balls, 1 strike. It's a good spot, just not a strike. One of those pitches that with 2 strikes, you might get an offer at. Here's the 3-1. That'll be strike 2 to make it a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. In the air, struck well to center. Thiessen drifting back. He's not going to make the grab. Now the throw to third. Sliding in. The throw is going to get away. And Marino wants to say it's interference. It's not. And now the home plate umpire going to get an earful. But mark it E8. Second error of the ball game for the Wildcats. Now batting, the right fielder, number 5, Mackenzie Palmer. So with 1 down, the go-ahead run over at third. There have been altogether too many errors today in games 1 and 2. On the ground, up the middle. Over to first goes Carpenter. A well-placed ball to drive in a run. Now batting, the left fielder, number 9, Torrey McDowell. Six-5 now, Vikings lead. One and 0. One finds the inside corner, 1-1. Harris winds the 1-1. Fouled away, back and out of play. Probably onto the baseball field. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to McDowell. Run charge to Harris, unearned in the inning. Carpenter with a smart play to go to first, realizing not really a whole lot of time to go to the plate, and that's a nice poke from McDowell, and she is aboard with a single up to center. Down to the 9-hole, Riley Wales now. Now batting, the designated player, number 18, Riley Wales. Harris, much more of a pitch-to-contact pitcher than a strikeout variety. First pitch misses for a ball. Upstairs, 2-0. Not a lot of first pitch strikes from Harris in this one. Makes it a bit harder. First pitch strike so important. Just to set each at-bat off to a good start. That one floats and stays high. 3 balls, no strikes. It's back to the top of the order after this. Shimabukuro 2 for 3. Fouled out to Seaton behind home plate in her last at-bat, but it's a dangerous bat for the Vikings. In the air, left field. Cruz coming on, and she will make the grab for out number 3. One run on 1 hit, an error. 1 stranded for the Vikings. They lead 6-5 as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Bottom of the 5th, Maya Seaton will stand in. First pitch a strike, 0-1. This will be the 70th pitch for Doan. She's got 40 strikes at the moment. That one misses off the inside corner, 1-1. Into center. Seaton will be aboard with a leadoff single. Now batting, the shortstop, number 23, Sydney Brown. Wildcats trail by a run, leadoff hitter aboard, Sydney Brown. 0 for 2 in the contest, flew out to the left, reached on a fielder's choice. Doan looks in and delivers. Big swing and a miss there from Brown. She hits that one, it might go 450. That was the intention, at least. That was a hack and a half at the plate from the shortstop. That's when you're sitting dead red, you get the pitch, just not in the location you want it, but you're swinging anyway. The 0-1. Brown squares to bunt and pops it up. One out for the Wildcats. Now batting the third baseman, number 3, Grace Dwyer. Dwyer will come in now with one down. It's the second time the Wildcats have failed to advance a runner on a bunt today. Not something Allison Mitchell will be happy with. And here's the first offering. Seaton with a big jump off of first. It's 1-0. Tracy Taney's now broken out the parka down there in the first base coach's box. Can't see what Allison's wearing over there, but it has gotten much colder since the start. As a matter of fact, somebody last half inning for the Vikings hit with a sweatshirt on, I believe. Dwyer fouls that away 1-1. I've only been in that situation a couple of times as a player. Back when I was in high school in South Carolina, we played a tournament, I want to say late fall, and it was so cold and so windy that the umpires let us wear sweatshirts, non-matching, so we had maybe 1 or 2 team sweatshirts, and everything else was just a hodgepodge of random hoodies. Count 1-2 on Dwyer as she fouls that one away. Oh, 1-2. Oh, that should have been strike 3, but it's not. 2-2. And Dwyer got away with one there. Brown warming up in the Vikings bullpen again. She has been on call in both games today. On the ground, left side to second for 1. They're not going to get Dwyer at first. Now batting, the left fielder, number 18, Ellie Cruz. First pitch to Cruz. Misses 1-0. Foul the way at the plate. 1-1. 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th. Thiessen on deck. Should Cruz be able to extend the inning? The 1-1. On the ground, left side, flip to second, and that will do it for the bottom half of the inning. Wildcats strand 1. They've now stranded 7. Top of the 6th coming up when we return. Top of the 6th inning, Shimabukuro will lead things off for the Vikings. They lead 6-5. After picking up 1 run in the 5th after an error. Allowed one. Should have been a fly out. Turned into a 3-base error. First pitch misses from Ashley Laver, making her 2nd appearance of the season. As the sun is going down here in Ellensburg. A 1-0. Skied in the middle of the infield. Everybody's going to converge on it, and Dwyer's going to come away with it. Now batting, the pitcher, number 23, Kira Doan. With 1 down, it brings up the pitcher. She is 1 for 3 with a single. A pair of groundouts to first. First pitch she sees is a called strike 0-1. The Wildcats have used every pitcher. Stanfield, Womack in game 1. Strasser, Harris, and now Laver in game 2. That one misses outside. Couldn't quite bring itself back over the plate. Here's the 1-1. That one does find the outside corner 1 and 2. Five total errors on the afternoon, 13 total base runners left. Here's the 1-2. Fouled away, went upstairs to get it to stay alive. No matter how many times you tell players not to go up after that, they're going to. It just looks so good coming out of the hand. Laver checks the wristband. Now the 1-2. Oh, fouled off Maya Seaton's mask. The 1-2. Fouled away. Doan staying alive here. Two balls, two strikes. In the air to right. Moyle to her right. They'll make the catch for the inning's second out. Now batting, the shortstop, number 19, Tatum Dow. 2 away in the top of the 6th. Dow and Laver. Dow trying to extend it. Laver trying to end this inning, and it's 1-0 as that one misses inside. The 1-0. In the air, and it's going to be backing out of play. That was off either the concrete or the batting cages. Either way, it's still 1-1. Now the 1-1. Two and 1. Laver gets the pitch selection, winds and delivers. Outside 3-1. Pop out and a fly out thus far on the inning. On the ground to third. Dwyer snags it, throws across. The Vikings go down 1-2-3. Bottom of the 6th coming up after this. Bottom of the 6th inning, Allie Thiessen will lead things off for Central Washington. Doan back out for her 6th inning of work. First pitch. Call the strike 0-1. Squares and pulls back 1-1. Wildcats have not had a whole lot of success bunting today. A pair of pop-ups and one sacrifice bunt. Definitely not the ratio you're after if you've tried to lay down more than one in a day. 1-1. 2-1 as it skips into the right-hander's batter's box. The 2-1. On the ground, weakly and foul. Thiessen out ahead of that. Count moves to 2 balls, 2 strikes. You're the leadoff hitter in the 6th. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Thiessen down swinging for out number 1. Now batting, the second baseman, number 25, Harley Carpenter. One up, one gone. Wildcat second baseman stands in now, Harley Carpenter. 1 for 3 on the day. This is into shallow left, and it's going to fall just beyond the glove of Dow for a single. Line drive in the box score. Now batting, the right fielder, number 13, Teresa Moyle. Carpenter on first. First offering. On the ground, a second. Shimbakuro. Wow. Not even close. He made that call before the ball got there. Wow. Allison Mitchell's going to go out and have a chit-chat, rightfully so. I can see everybody in mid-season form here today. Yeah, they're going to stick without, of course, because nobody else is looking that direction. Yikes. Now batting the first baseman, number 19, Matty Zur. Now Zur will stand in with 2 down on the inning. Moyle over at first. First pitch a strike on 1. Foul, nothing but a long strike there from Zur. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to Central's first baseman. That one misses outside, 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes. A good spot there from Doan on the last one. On the ground, a short, backhanded, across, and they will retire Zur as Brooks is able to hold the bag. And that'll do it for the bottom half of the 6th. The Wildcats leave their 8th runner stranded as we head to the top of the 7th. Last inning in regulation. 6-5, the Vikings lead Central. Laver back out for her second inning of work, and Brooks will lead things off. First pitch stays upstairs, 1-0. And now Jackets everywhere. High fly. If it's gone, it's fair, but it's well foul. That ball went a long ways. Brooks did have the home run back in game 1 in the top of the first. One and two as Brooks watches that one. That one a bit further outside. Count levels at 2-2. Trying to get her to extend on that one, no dice. Popped up, backing over the press box. Count will hold at 2-2. Brooks will stay alive for at least one more pitch. Foul the way again. Brooks battling. Home plate umpire's pockets are empty. Gonna have to refill at some point. Go track down some of those foul balls over on the baseball field or down into that grass field out from left field. And that one's back out of play. Another foul ball from Brooks. Last 3 pitches have all been fouled off. 4 foul balls in the at-bat. On the ground, a short. Brown fields it. Throws across for out number 1. Now batting the center fielder, number 8, Lauren Lowe. With 1 away, the Vikings center fielder strides to the plate. That one's up high. Seaton can't hang on to it, 1-0. 6 runs on 9 hits for the Vikings, 5 runs on 8 hits for Central. On the ground at first, Zur snags it and steps on the bag for out number 2. Now batting the third baseman, number 14, Megan Marino. Outside corner 0-1. As Laver takes a walk to the back of the circle. One ball, one strike. Trying to double up on the outside half. Fouled away. 3 straight pitches on the outside half of the plate. Working away from the Vikings third baseman in this AB. And that's going to be a foul ball. I think he hit everybody on the way through. A little ping pong there. More closer to pinball, I guess. Off the bat, off Seaton, and then took a chunk out of the home plate umpire's shoulder, I believe. Hopefully it found the armor back there for him. That'll get you. That stings. 1-2 count on Marino. Fouled away. Laver still working on the outer half. Marino fights it off. One, 2 upstairs. Marino wouldn't chase it. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2's across the top of the scoreboard. And that's going to be strike 3. Marino goes down looking, heading to the bottom of the 7th. The Vikings lead 6-5. I'll have to see if Doan's going to come out to try to get the complete game victory when we come back. Ben taking to lead things off. Bottom half of the 7th. Doan is back out for the 7th. Trying to finish what she started, and she's got a 6-5 lead. First pitch, chopped to the left side. Marino will retire Benthagen for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. Not what you want to see to start off the final frame. Now batting, the catcher, number 4, Maya Seaton. First pitch misses low. 1 ball, no strikes. We've reached that point of the ball game where it should be take until you get a strike. The 1-0. Popped up. Marino drifting to her left, and she will make the catch for at number 2. Now batting, pinch hitting for the Wildcats, number 15, Lacey Bannon. So the Wildcats will have a pinch hitter as Lacey Bannon will stand in with 2 down, the Wildcats' last chance. First pitch to Bannon. Inside corner, a strike, 0-1. 96 pitches, 59 strikes for Doan. She very well could get out of here under 100 pitches. That one misses 1-1. Bannon thought about it. Here's the 1-1. Check swing. Marino's going to get all 3 outs in the 7th. A pair of pop-ups and the ground out, and that will do it. The Vikings take game number 2, 6-5. Thank you for tuning in. The Wildcats on the road next weekend. Men's basketball at 7 p.m. coming up here on YouTube.